What's up, dudes and dudettes? Anybody? Let's see if anybody wants to go live. Why are you trying to be like that? You're so weird. Oh, what's up, Mel? Doing absolutely nothing. I'm actually playing. What's up, Michigan? I'm just playing with Madison. What are you guys doing? Everybody's on live streams today? I've been trolling Priscilla. Yeah, she's something. Look. Yeah, she's something. She's just as hyper as I was, guys. Just as hyper. Hey, you should go clean your room. Go be hyper in your room. Hey Mel, how long did you say you were coaching basketball for? Was it like 10, 12 years? Hey Kevin, I will. Hey, Mermaid. Kevin Pitts said hi.
Hi.
That's a long time, Mel. That's a long time. That's awesome that you've been doing that for that long. So, I was gonna sit here and show you guys what it ended up looking like after I had taken the sips out, and what it kind of ended up looking. You know, it's just kind of cool. That's the way to do it, Kevin. The boys are gonna keep you going, Mel. The boys are gonna keep you going there. Oh, the deer skulls? Yeah, got a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of antlers, bunch of stuff up there. So it actually calmed the tank down a lot in here. That one Nasuta mucosa is still kind of, thank you, Mel, is still kind of going at it. But I kind of figured that. But check that out, Kevin. The goldfin's been down. Yeah, the sips have been gone. So when you look at it now, what ended up happening when it started letting the feather fins kind of do their thing. So it split the tank up. So now the tigers are more over here. Hey, Life with Fish. Thanks for stopping by. So the feather fins are more over here, and then I got the mucosa over there. He is one of my favorites, man. He is one of my favorites to date. I've had a lot of fish, and that one's one of my favorites. So, I am kind of missing my Shelleys inside the big, or their little 40-gallon breeder. That was kind of a bummer. But that looks kind of cool. These guys are going to be pretty nice. So, thank you. I have a question. Okay, so earlier I am a fish grandpa, like 30 times over now. I have a question for everybody. Okay, everybody that's here. So, my Bemba that I have, I got a chance to do something. Okay, one of my friends, he has some. I should be around Kevin. One of my friends bought a bunch of the Bimba that I wanted, and he went to the store and bought them out from under me before I had a chance. And so that's these guys. That would be them, right there. They're gonna have like an orange flame right down the center of their back, kind of similar to that. Now, my original plan. Cool, dude. My original plan was to take and get some of these, or not the Bimba, and then get a hold of Largo and have Largo, I guess, hit me up and tell me, Life of Fish, I do, this one's off of sponge filters, this one's off of a sponge filter, and this one right here is off of a sponge filter as well. So this one's off of a canister right there, and this one's canister as well.
It's right there.
I strongly believe in sponge filters. I always have. There's a real big deal with them. But anyways, what I was saying, like I got a friend. He doesn't want a bunch of those the Bimbas because he thinks that they're gonna be more of a yellow than like a bright than like a bright orange. So I was going to buy some Icola. He has a pair of Icola that he wants to sell me anyways. But I guess what I'm trying to think of is if I want to spend the money and get the rest of his Bemba, and then just kind of say no to Largo on what I was going to do with him, because I was just going to order some and have them shipped in, but it's kind of a bummer because I really wanted to know and see, because it's kind of a toss-up. It's like, do I want Icola and Bemba only in this tank, or do I want a Bemba and Red Rainbow? Because that's what I'm going to do. I want red rainbows, but to put red rainbows in there, I'd have to sacrifice one or the other, because I'm really not wanting to put a bunch of, I don't want my Tropheus tank looking like a bunch of Skittles. It's a tough decision. She's into stuff all the time. All the time.
Oh, Daddy, feel how hot that is.
Guess I'll go with whatever. Anybody got any questions?
I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.
What question do you have?
What is this one? Eeyore?
Okay. She wants to know what Eeyore is. Does anybody know what Eeyore is?
Eeyore is the blue one and the black one.
Yeah, that one's a Frontosa, baby.
Oh.
Can you say any of their names?
Uh,
A donkey.
Trophius.
uh,
Sand dwellers.
well, you know what they are, but there aren't any in here. The
Yeah.
Trophius are over there. And the sand dwellers are over there.
Okay, come show them the sand dwellers.
Let's show them the sand dwellers. Oh, there's the sand dwellers. They're still super tiny. They'll get there though. But ever since I took out the shells, oh my gosh, this tank stays so much more clean. It's amazing how clean this thing stays.
And there's one Trophius back here.
Joseph, she is really good with names because I have a thing. I very rarely name my fish. I very rarely name them. I've tried to teach her science, the actual names of the fish instead of calling like that one Charlie. I don't really do that. With bettas, I let her do that with the bettas.
My beta up there is named Bob.
No, that's George. It definitely does. It definitely does.
And guys,
So when I'll be moving, I guess in a month and a half. So within
January.
about that time, I should have my fish room, and my computer will be put in the fish room as well. So I can actually start doing some live streams and stuff like that in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So once I get the fish room set up, then I'll go ahead and start live streaming from there. That's kind of what I was after. I don't like live streaming in my living room because I got a little monster that runs around. Hey Rob, thanks for coming by, man. Hey, Mel, I do shave my beard. I do. It freaks people out. It does. I shave it twice a year. Once or twice. I do. I even...
It freaked me out.
I even shaved my beard one time just to freak out Madison. And it was funny because when I did it, I even left a mustache, and I hated the mustache, but I wanted to play around with it, and it was so weird having one. She'll get me more subs. That's funny. It's never been about the subs. It's always been about just having fun and meeting people on here. I originally started doing videos because I just figured it was fun doing them. So the Icola that I picked up from my buddy is gonna make this one look terrible. It's gonna make that one look terrible. They're so beautiful. He's pretty. It's pretty too. The background on my 90.
90? Which one's the 90? That 90?
Oh, my 3D background. Mel, that's a that background right there came from Universal Rocks. Every everyone I've had, I've always had a Universal Rocks background in my main show tank. This one right here was just around $100. If you catch them like around Black Friday and on Christmas times or anytime they do a sale, see, this is the biggest part about it because I am not one to take any room from my fish. I hate taking room from my fish on backgrounds whatsoever. But let me show you. That's how much room that took. That's nothing. This one is actually, yeah, it is, Gene. If you have the rocky background, because that's what this one is. This is the rocky background from Universal Rocks. The background is usually about, I don't know, $100. This one was about $100 for this one. It's probably about 130. So it's going to be a tough decision on what I want to do because when I move, I had originally planned on taking these guys when I had the sips and putting them into a bigger setup. Yeah, see, Gene, you have a 125, right? If you have a 125 or a 180, that's usually about what it is. If you used Jay Wilson's code on it, then it, you know, I mean, whatever you save, especially it helps. But this was going to be the Tropheus setup, and I wanted to use the Tropheus in this one and then move these guys into a 150. But I decided to actually try and find a 75 and put the Tropheus inside of a 75 and just call it good.
But until you put babies and then they kill.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, because I like trying to keep fish that I can breed. I'll always have a female with one of the males. I did leave the stash. Hey, just my fish. I'm telling you, the 3D backgrounds are pretty affordable if you just go with the rocky background and you don't try to go with one that goes too deep in there. If you try to get one that goes inside of the, because see, usually with them, they'll come all the way out to here. And then they'll start coming down on some of them. And that's just ridiculous. I hate seeing the ones where they come down and they get into the bottom. And especially I've seen that in Tanganyikan shells, in Tanganyikans with shell dwellers, how they'll put them like the little amount of shells down here and they'll have like 30 shell dwellers in there. Like that's going to be enough room for 30 shell dwellers with only, 30 shells, as if they're not going to get more fish in there. I mean, I only have 3 fish in this one. I get like 20 shells.
Just to keep them comfortable.
Thank you. Boy, you guys, I'm going to take off. I got the wife calling. This was just I'm using this as kind of a test run to see how it's going to actually go. I was kind of glad to see. I didn't think anybody was going to show. Oh, no.
What?
Is he okay, Mel? Or, not Mel, Gene, did the arowana, is the arowana okay? Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yep.
I got two of the African butterflies, and there was a hole that big, and both of them jumped out of both of them. I can't believe it, man. There was no way that I didn't think that thing could jump through that.
They are butterflies. They can fly. When they jump out of water,
I'm pretty sure that you can get it delivered to the UK. Honestly, just my fish. I'm pretty sure because Aqua Decor. I don't think Aqua Decor comes from the US.
Well, you don't know things. Some things.
What's his name? What's the guppy's name?
Could be.
Oh my gosh, am I still here? Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back. I'm sorry. My wife called. That's so crazy. All right. Angelo, hi.
Let's go back where we were and tell them all about the fish.
So, Michigan, what was his name? These guys are starting to fight. That's good. It's not a bad thing. That's a female. Nasuta tiger. That's my female mucosa. That's my male Nasuta tiger up there.
Well, guys, I'm gonna put on TV.
You're gonna put on TV?
Yep. Come on.
I didn't get a chance to see the name. What was it, Michigan?
Helper?
Oh, Mel. That's a good one. Bye, Angelo. Thank you for stopping by. This guy is so beast. That guy is a beast. The only female I have for him is
No.
right there. Wait, up there. It's that one. What's up, Capone Tone? Thank you for stopping by. It looks so much different without all the sips in there, man. It totally does. I actually like the smaller sips in there. I think it looks totally different. I do think it looks totally different. So, what up, Cichlid King? Oh, is there something creating the flow in there? So, I have a wave maker right here that kicks it up, and all of my water comes over here into this corner and then swirls it back to here. I only actually vacuum this tank maybe once every 3 weeks, probably. Other than that, it stays really clean.
Well, you do change it 3 weeks. like have a day off of school?
It has been probably about, my guess is, I don't know, man, maybe about a year since I did a live stream by myself. I'm usually with the mixed African cichlids and stuff like that. Shameless plug, if you guys aren't one, join us on hi Lisa on Mermaid says hi. She's over there on her tablet. She's already gonna have social anxiety problems.
No, I'm not.
That's the one sip I have left. That's it. That's the one little sip that's just gonna be it. Besides the Eutatanias in there. What up, HC?
Hi, AC.
Jesse in the house. So these, I have 7 of those, the Enantiopus melanogenus left. The ones that male that I had that died. I only have 7 left of them. Look at him. You guys be watching and following. Look at him. He creeping in the back. He creeping in the back. There's him, and then there's his bud right there. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with these plants. So these plants were booming. They were booming, and they were just doing great. And now all of a sudden they're kind of dwindling down. My light hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed, I think, is the water. And stop, get off me. The water has changed because the actual temperature, I think, when I do my water changes.
It's at 80. Every day I check
But
the thermometers.
Nothing's really changed in here. I still do my root tabs and everything, but no, they see right here. I have to battle that somewhat right here, but the ones, they're doing great right there. You see?
Well, kind of fired it up from these guys. What's up?
Yeah, they did grow up a whole lot, but ever since then, I did a massive trim on it, and I think that's what bothered them, was the big trim that I did. But other than that, I think that's what my problem was when I trimmed them down. Because I trimmed, like, if this was all the way across with all of those water lilies, I trimmed probably like 10 of those off.
Daddy, show them my beta.
You want them to see your betta? My dying rosette sword.
It's mine.
He's just chilling.
I like to move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. He just stays in one spot every day.
He doesn't. Well,
I like to move it, move it.
the cool part about that betta tank.
I like to move it, move it.
Oh, you got a betta in that same setup? That's awesome. I got that little tank right there. I got that little tank for like, I want to say I only paid like $20 or $30 for it at PetSmart.
Daddy.
It was super cheap.
Daddy, I think I see something.
What do you see? You think it's the pleco that's dead?
No.
No.
I see it. Firing up the lily plant.
You see the bottom of the water lily? Oh, you're talking about the... Oh, no, that's all right. That's so cool looking. I like how that Anubis is growing.
And look at our real plateau.
These guys are my favorites.
And these guys are my favorites.
Stop, put that back.
And put it on this
Here, put it
sink.
back where it was.
I want to put it on this sink.
Hi, Slick Pet.
Hi, Slick Pet.
So when I when I lost my predator hap setup and I had to switch around and I had to make a move to Tanganyikan, these were my first choice of fish that I wanted. And it took me a while to find them, and once I did, I decided that I'd never let them go, and I'd always want these in my setup.
Cold.
Well, one day,
Fever.
I sat there and I was like, man,
F.
I'm getting tired of
Daddy, this
of
means
these things
cold.
because they're not producing because I'd lost my male.
Daddy, this means cold. This means.
And so I lost the male. The male died on me. So I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know what to do. And that was out of this. This was my first that I had gotten. And she's the last female. And then all that you see right here, besides that big male, is all her fry. I had to, when I lost the male, I had gotten him from one of my friends. And now, since I've had these for a while enough and people know well enough that I have them, now I have bloodlines to choose from and everything. So it's pretty neat. So I'll always be able to get, more and more of these as I go. Which they are super cute. Those are super cute. And yeah, I pulled these shells out of that 40-gallon and it had algae on it. And the algae's starting to turn. Looks like it might actually die off after a while. I've been trying to keep the light on to keep it. But if it goes, it goes. That's exactly what I was going for. Gene, I did have female bettas in there, but when I switched them over to the sand dwellers, I ended up taking the female bettas to my buddy Todd's house and put them in there. Thank you so much, Capone. That means a lot. So, anybody got any ideas? Because I was talking about earlier I was talking about the Tropheus. And I'm going to pick up some Icola next weekend. And I'm actually picking them up on Friday. And they're going to make this guy right here look bad. The yellow is just so beautiful. But I want to do a batch of 2 different ones. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. I don't know if she's okay. But the guy that I'm picking them up from, he has the rest of the Bimba that I was after. He got them out from under me right there. So if I was to get the Bimba from him, I would end up getting the Bimba and the Icola so I could start it up like that. I'm sorry, Gene. I'm sorry. I really am sorry if I caused that for you. I love this heater, Mr. B. I love this one. The only ones that I really like in small tanks are the Fluval heaters. In all of my tanks, I have the Fluval M and the Fluval E. This one's got it. The air sponge is plenty. Look up. This one, this tank, when I add the other sponge, I'm gonna take and put another sponge filter, 75-gallon size, Bactosurge on this side, and I'm gonna take this one and move this one down here with the shell dwellers as well, so that I'll have plenty of water movement too. Oh yeah, you can look inside. You see all the bubbles moving around, the water flow from the bubbles. I mean, yeah, it's just going all over. The heater's heating it up just fine. In case you're wondering, 79. I'm not having much of a flow problem with them. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, that M series heater is at PetSmart like $35 now, and these are only what, like 50, and it's really cool. When it's cold, it shows on there on the LED blue, and when it's hot, it shows red. So it's not bad at all. It's a good warning system, especially for a heater, you know. I think it's worth the money. I don't have a problem with it at all. I've never had a problem with that one, actually. This guy, those are my favorite fish, like group wise, but I think this guy's straight turning into be my favorite one that I've had. For a while, the Bucochrome Snowtitania was, but this one's starting to have fun. This dude's such a bad dog right here. Look, he's got my white Calvis pinned up. It won't be like that for long. It won't be like that for long. Once those Calvis get some size, they'll hold their own. But take in mind, if you guys are thinking about African Tanganyikans and you're thinking about the feather fins, these feather fins get up to 8 inches. This male will get to 8 inches. So when you set them up, you have to remember that that's going to be one of the, if you're going to do like a 90 or a 125, then you only really don't want to put a whole lot of those in there because they take over a tank quick. He was just trying to turn on a female right there. He was actually starting to get more blue. You can see the blue in that Eutania when he hits certain angles. He was actually just gray, which surprised me. When I got him, I didn't know if he was actually a fluorescent Eutania or not. But guys, thanks for staying with me. Thank you for hanging out with me on this test run. And you're on the, wait, rainbow cichlids. Which ones are you talking about? Which rainbow? Are you talking about like Bosemani? Later, K-Town. Or are you talking about like rainbow, like a rainbow trophies? Thank you, Gene. I probably will. It's going to be a little bit different too when I get over to the other house where I'm not walking around holding it. I'll actually have the tanks behind me and everything too, and it might actually be a little bit different, more that people actually know, and I can figure out a time and a date when I can actually put it on. I think that's one of the biggest problems I have right now is like with Jeff Rose and Mark Big Easy and Aquafunk and a lot of the other bigger guys. I don't really know which and what time frame to actually start doing a live stream. So it's kind of like right now just trying to find a like if I fit in with CBS, Fox, or NBC, huh? Okay, so I don't know what's up with Dion. I love the guy. I message him all the time. He messages me back. I don't know. I think maybe he's just taking, it's some time off. Yeah, Mr. B, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, especially, it's everybody works hard, and I'm not anybody special. I just enjoy talking with you guys and enjoy, doing these. No, he's okay, just my fish. I think he's just doing the family thing. And I think he's having fun doing that. I think at some point a lot of us hit like a wall with content. I mean, I don't even know if you guys realize this, but I'm already up to like 210 videos or something like that. And all it is just me talking and having fun vlogging each week. I started out, I do like reviews and stuff like that, but it's just me having fun and showing what I've done. I guess it's just because I switch fish around a lot, and I'm not afraid to, if I don't like something, I'm not afraid of what people have to say of me switching it out, because it's my fish. I'm 100% aware of what people say and how people feel towards other, people switching fish, because I know a lot of people get attached to them. And I do too, but I get attached to certain fish. Like, I doubt I'm gonna get rid of him. I don't even know what to call that guy. Right now, he's turning into a nuisance in there, huh? But, all right, guys. I guess I'll end it out with thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. Peace out, dudes and dudettes.
Peace out.
You want to say it? Peace out, dudes and dudettes.
Peace out, dudes and dudettes.
Later, guys.